Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Beth, or Queen of Spade. I am sure that you're familiar with me now. Yeah, I am. Anyway, I feel like this is a really important video for me to make right now. So guys, I'm sorry, but here we go. As you guys can see, this is Reddit. We do a lot of Reddit reads here, so I'm familiar with Reddit. I am familiar with a lot of the subreddits around here, and I read them. So we're going to be reading through this one together since, Chris Hansen is not okay with everything Vincent's doing. And apparently this whole doxing thing is unknown to YouTubers. Nobody knows about the bullying. Nobody knows about the doxing. So let's just take a look at what people have to say since nobody knows. So Chris Hansen of To Catch a Predator fame has gone crazy and attacked his fan base. YouTube copyright strikes, doxing, and death threats abound. And guys, this was posted 5 months ago. 5 months ago. You guys have known that this has been going on for 5 months, and I guess you just don't care. So Chris Hansen of To Catch a Predator fame has gone crazy and attacked his fan base. YouTube copyright strikes, doxing, and death threats abound. But nobody's sending me death threats, guys. Chris Hansen was a reporter on MSNBC and rose to prominence with his To Catch a Predator series in the mid 2000s, a show in which he would set up a sting to catch would-be pedophiles. If you've never seen this show, or want to look back, here is a Google Drive with select episodes, and I will be leaving the link to this in the description. I'm not going to be going through all this. We're just going to be looking at this Reddit post. But please, guys, do go click on this link. It's not from me. It's not from RSN, and it's kind of from the To Catch the Predator community, but kind of not. It's the drama community is doing it. So, yeah. So please do look up all of this and click on these links. So, for a variety of reasons, including certainly Assistant DA Louis Condrat killing himself with a shot to the face as he was about to be apprehended, the show was canceled. I'm not really sure what Chris Hansen did professionally after that, but his contract was eventually not renewed at MSNBC. He became involved in a bit of a scandal when he was caught cheating on his wife in much of the same fashion he caught pedophiles on his show. He developed a drinking problem, gained significant weight, and kind of faded. Fast forward to a few years ago when he attempted to regain relevance by starting a Kickstarter for a new show, Hansen vs. Predator. The Kickstarter was successful, and one season was picked up by Crime Watch Daily and aired. The show lacked a lot of the zest that To Catch a Predator had and wasn't received as favorably. It was canceled after only one season, and I believe Crime Watch Daily folded. By the way, the people who donated to his Kickstarter never received their promised merchandise. Please do click on the link in the description and then go click on these guys. Fast forward to just a couple of months ago when Chris Hansen again is trying to attain relevancy by launching a YouTube channel. Now, I really, really just want to make sure that you guys are definitely paying attention to what I'm about to tell you this time, okay? Please listen to me. Just listen. So, he starts his YouTube channel. Earlier in the year, he likely hit rock bottom when he was arrested for larceny. Larceny? Sorry, I can't say that. Speech impediment. I'm sorry, I'm trying my best. After not paying for $13,000 of cheap crap he bought from some vendor. There are rumors that he is currently living in his mom's basement. More on that in a second. However, he launched a new site, HansenVSPredators.com, note the plural predators, which promised new footage, new stings, etc. It was a subscription-based service that cost something like a whopping $85 per year. And yeah. Okay, let's put that on hold for a second and go back to Catch a Predator. to catch a predator, sorry. It may seem unbelievable or kind of funny, but there is actually still a huge fan base for the original show. The show only lasted like 19 episodes, but people have dug up police interrogations of the pedophiles using open records requests. Voice actors do chat log readings in the voice of the pedophiles, and people create songs about the predators. It's a pretty interesting community. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, the TCAP, or the To Catch a Predator community. Three women got together and catfished the most famous pedophile, Lauren Armstrong, for years and posted the hundreds, if not thousands, of hours of phone calls with him. That's another thread for this sub. There's also a lot of infighting in the community, but the community is very much alive despite the show being canceled 12 years ago. And it still kind of was, guys. Hansen fires the first shot. Things were going well and everyone was happy. Fans are getting interviews, new content, and weekly question and answers with Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen was presumably making money. But things took a dramatic turn for the worst when Chris Hansen posted this video on his channel titled Chris Hansen Message to the Underground Predator Followers and YouTube. It's only 38 seconds long, but I know people are averse to watching videos, so I'll transcribe the video. Hey everyone, Chris Hansen here. You know, something very bizarre and disturbing happened over the weekend. Some self-proclaimed followers of my predator investigations filed complaints on YouTube over me using my own work on my YouTube channel. So I want them to know that I will protect my work by copyright or any other means necessary. I also want to tell you that these people who filed the complaints actually use my material on their sites. Doesn't make sense to me either. And I hope YouTube is listening because they need to correct this situation. Doesn't make sense to me. Seems reasonable, right? Well, the content creators have a bit of a different story to tell. It started with one, Chris Hansen harassing content creator YouTube channels. Friends, I come with terrible news. Chris Hansen has lost his mind and has betrayed our fan base. He is going on a war path and having any and all predator-related content destroyed until only his broken channel remains. The legendary Joey's TCAP channel. Yes, Joey's TCAP channel, and the Cappening channel, home of the Dustin McFetridge interview, have been terminated, as well as Clobbering Time, Reborn, TCAP TV, most of Danimation, and more. And another one, my YouTube channel has been terminated. Again, come to this and click on these and look at them. Then another one. I joined the Suspended Club, and the hits kept coming. Pretty soon, virtually anyone who uploaded TCAP content had their YouTube shut down. The fans are worked up into an absolute froth. One longtime posted opined that Chris Hansen is a loser. It seems as though Chris Hansen was filing a copyright strike against any TCAP-related content, including public domain works, such as the police interrogation, the owner of the Temple of TCAP site, a guy using the name Tix, linked above, is especially raging, promising to take Hansen to court. The channels are just suspended pending his false flag post. Chris Hansen shows his recent arrest with no fluke. Can't wait to see his appearance in court for fraud. He can't be that R word. He is either on drugs or it is a planned scam like he has done before. Hint, hint. First priority is to win the false copyright claims he made. I never had anything to do with Hansen and have not watched any of his stuff apart from the Ambrosio interview. That he steals my stuff is in line with what we've heard from others who've dealt with him. I did not believe it until today. A pity Hansen is insane, but I have much more money than him. Perhaps I'll hire a lawyer about the police interviews. The owner of the site is also the one that is claiming Chris lives with his mother. I haven't found a reliable source for this. What's worse in the mind of the most content creators is Chris Hansen literally stole derivative works and public domain videos from other subscribers before filing copyright strikes and posted them on his channel. This is apparent by intro music, title cards, and any other slight change the uploader made. Even the descriptions of the videos are completely plagiarized from the original uploader. Twitter nonsense and death threats. Once again, I just want everyone to keep in mind that as I am reading this, that I went through a week of crap. And I have had people telling me that I am crazy and that no, I have not gotten death threats. I don't know what you're talking about. These death threats, they don't exist. They don't happen. Chris Hansen and his team would never send death threats and he would never have a following do it. So just keep this in mind, everybody. And thank you to all of these YouTubers out here who like put this post up, knows about it, and just watch this whole thing go on. It was so much fun. And thank you to CJ, who's apparently one of the only real ones out there, and the TCAP community. Can I just throw that out there into the world? So here we go. Twitter nonsense and death threats. Chris was apparently tweeting out to his fans about this and stirring the rabbit dogs into a bit of a tizzy. I don't really use Twitter, so I don't know that much. It all to a head yesterday when someone sent a death threat to a content creator. Today I received a death threat from someone who was very upset with me. The email had my name, my address, and a Google Street View of my home where my children live. Chris Hansen has spewed his hate on Twitter, video, YouTube, and Reddit. I guess his wacko followers are just following his lead. The email seemingly came from one of his followers. I have no quarrel with Hansen. I have not been active since 2016 when COC went bust. I'm sorry if I didn't say this, the COC. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know what that is. Some know me as an admin here and my name is out there. I consider Hansen responsible for the threats against myself and my family. Yes, because whoever puts the information out there and gets their followers to come threaten you is responsible. Repsion. Hansen has doxed 2 Canadian YouTubers so far. I know he loves to come for Canadian YouTubers, doesn't he? I am a U.S. citizen and can easily be reached by the sickos who eat up his BS. NC is a CCW state. If I see anyone enter my property or vehicle to hurt me or my family, I will get them. I can't blame the dude. I'm sorry, but I can't. I have the same attitude, by the way. In case you're wondering, guys. Since I know Hansen and his creators reads this site, I hereby consider him informed of these events. I have spent a few hours to gather evidence on how Hansen riled up a mob against people like me. Unlike Hansen, who is unemployed and lives in his mom's basement, I have a job, a family, and a real life. I don't have time for his internet horse crap and expect him to calm his followers in his next Twitter post. No matter what happens, I'm going to the police tomorrow, and my wife will be calling Fox News, TMZ, and any news outlet that covered Hansen's past crimes. So I just have to ask Fox News, TMZ, and anyone she contacted, what you doing? Anyway, Hansen responds. Today was the usual day for Hansen to host his question and answers. He had a special guest, someone who was victimized by an online predator. If you think a woman recounting how she was kidnapped and raped is an ideal time to spam Chris Hansen's YouTube chat with questions about the Kickstarter, his larceny charge, his copyright strikes, and the death threats, you're apparently right. Unfortunately, the chat was disabled on the non-live version. However, Chris does go into detail about what is happening. It is typical boomer-level understanding of the internet, including intentionally conflating legitimate copyright strikes with his illegitimate ones. He talks for about 15 minutes on this, so it's too long for me to type up, but here is the link of where it starts on today's broadcast. And basically, he says, I didn't do anything wrong. And he also seems to vaguely threaten his detractors by saying he knows people at YouTube. And apparently they've also stolen this from r/drama. So apparently there's an entire drama and an entire YouTube community out there that has known about this for at least 5 months, since that's when this was posted. And I mean, there's 200 points on it. There's 18 comments. I'm a little disappointed in the platform here, guys. I do gotta say, I would think that if somebody is running around doxing people, threatening people with death, shutting down channels out here, I mean, I know you guys are all depending on him for this whole Onision thing, but I have to say, I don't think that all that is worth, because we can get the FBI investigation started without him. And so, like, we don't need him for that. So I feel like you guys are really just keeping quiet on this because you're hoping he's going to get Onision off the platform, because he's probably still promising that he has all these connections on YouTube, but then he's calling Susan and she won't come on for an interview and etc. So I don't know, Chris. I don't really think you do. But I gotta say, I'm disappointed. I really thought that you guys were all a lot better than that. The people that have been supporting him, like, you all can't tell me that you didn't find out about this 5 months ago. You can't tell me that you haven't been finding out about this. And since we've all been talking about this, now you most certainly cannot say that this is not out there. So please, in future, if I am having death threats on Twitter over this, and I say, please stop uttering death threats at me over this, do not come and tell me I'm not getting them. I'm not the only person that has. And you all know it. But yeah, I'm a crazy person, because all of this triggered me a little bit over Christmas time with my mental health, and it's an easy thing to put out into the world. A lot easier to be like, oh, TCAP just trying to ruin him, RSN rapist not credible, and this girl crazy, than it is for all of you to actually admit that many of you knew about this and haven't been helping these people out more. Because I have a feeling that some of you big people out here knew about this and you could have done something about it, and you didn't, you're not, and here we are. So let's see what some people say. So they stole this from John. Is there anyone not banned after they had their midlife crisis? Blah, blah, blah. Are we just going to talk about banning? Like, you all hate the problem here is that you don't like the drama community. I was under the impression that Chris Hansen was one of the correspondents. Yeah, Crime Watch Daily, whatever. The man needs to spend the $15 he has left and find his ass a PR rep to advise him and fix this shitstorm. Even if you were literally that stupid and couldn't make progress in your career, you could at least hire someone to tell you what to do to navigate it. Oh, he did. He hired Vincent. And Vincent is just very interesting himself. We'll take a little dive into Vincent and all the lovely companies he apparently has running. Good post. Also, anyone who questions or Handsy Uncle Donald gets banned from our drama these days. See it over here, there. This should be fun. He became involved in a bit of a scandal when he was caught cheating on his wife. In much of the same fashion, he caught pedophiles on his show. He developed a drinking problem. Yeah. Yikes! I didn't know that, huh? I mean, this is pretty much just standard now. What, people don't get their merchandise when they donate to Kickstarter? That's not fair, guys. Give people their merchandise. What's wrong with you people out here? I don't understand. Earlier in the year, yeah, what the hell? Wait, what the hell? For $85 a year, you too can feed a starving out-of-work actor. So yeah, So, if you guys did notice, Joey has been kind of active in all of this on the streams and stuff. He's been commenting, he's been watching our Ascend. So, I just want to put that out there. Um, Here is all the snapshots as well. So I'm be leaving the link to this thread in the description. And like I said, please do go and look at it. And we have all of Mr. Gigi's TCAP stuff is still up. Maybe Chris spared him since he did an interview with him. TCAP Tube is the only reason I know who Hansen is beyond a living meme. I missed the original run of the show. Found Mr. Gigi by some serendipitous autoplay, even led me to subscribe to Crime Watch Daily, which isn't bad if you're into true crime with Hansen. And here he is biting the hands that kept him relevant. Exactly. It is possible to tell a people don't know how YouTube works story without calling them a boomer. If I'm a boomer and my 28-year-old daughter messes up, I wouldn't say, oh, you know, those messed up millennials still living at their parents' home, etc. Our world is divisive enough. Now we've got boomer, millennials, Gen Z divisiveness. So silly and unnecessary. Again, that is the issue with this. Okay. I don't know why we're more like, oh my God, why are we letting Chris Hansen and Vince out here like doxing people, doing death threats, doing YouTube copyright strikes, getting these channels shut down, and all in the name of what? With a little bit of hope that maybe he does have a connection to YouTube, and therefore he will be able to take Onision off the platform so that you guys can keep on making videos about him, which again, as you know, y'all know how I feel about that whole thing. And then what? You won't have your copyright strikes? I don't know if all of this is worth it. I don't know how many more channels we should be losing, how many more people we should allow getting death threats, especially like over Christmas time, people with mental health issues. Like, you would think I would have been a good example out here of the type of person that you should not come after over Christmas time, giving death threats to over this. But apparently I have not done that. I don't know, because you're all still out here like, this girl be crazy, y'all. So I hope that this sheds some light on some of the information that I have known. And luckily now all the right people, it seems, have come together to expose this. And I really hope, guys, that if you're out there and you're in the YouTube drama community and you know that this is going on, and you're not talking about this, I just want you to go look in the mirror for a minute. I just want you to look in the mirror, and I just want you to ask yourself why. What is important to you on this platform if this isn't? That's all I want you to do, and then I want you to come back and I guess tweet me some more death threats and let me know. And that's all I have to say about that. Again, check the description, check this all out. You can even dive deeper into this. Take a big look, because you're not understanding when people are doing videos and telling you, you're all like, oh, well, it's just for views. No, it's to get the information out, because apparently everyone's known about this for a while and been silent, and those that have been trying to get the information out have been silenced. So can we just stop doing that and just shut this down, please? Because this is ridiculous. And Chris Hansen needs to take a seat. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, because again, I am trying to get this out. I'm not monetized, so I'm not making money off of this. This is legitimately for me to spread awareness on this, because this is the man who is making promises to all of you, including these victims now. And again, I feel like this is all of importance as we all watch this whole show take place on TV. These promises get made, especially of him saying that he has all these connections to the FBI and apparently YouTube. So that's all I am going to say about that for now. I am going to come out with a video, hopefully for tomorrow, where we are going to be looking at the scams that Chris has run. So do stay tuned for that. And no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, I hope that you all have a fabulous day. Take care. And I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.